We got the party bags for the party slacks, so get in line and let's bump it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Party Bag, the extra bump, with me, Dick Day.
And me, Ophelia Payne. 2 drag queens, 2 mics, and many stories.
So like, subscribe, comment, get in line, and let's bump it. Bump it.
I can't help saying it like that.
Bump it.
I get excited.
You do.
Season 2.
It is season 2.
I know.
2 drag queens, 2 seasons.
2 drag queens, 2 seasons, 2 opinions.
2 opinions.
2 opinions. We made it through a whole season. We were told by our wonderful producer, Kobe, that apparently we received an email to say that we have made it further than most podcasts ever do. So,
Like the Queen's letter.
yeah, the Queen's letter. Congratulations, you're 100 today. You made it. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good headspace.
Oh, nice.
I'm in a good headspace
Are you?
for once.
Yeah. You're gymming again, aren't you?
I didn't stop.
You didn't stop.
I didn't stop, but sometimes it wasn't helping. But I was still going,
You get up.
showing up for myself.
You do. You get up early every morning, don't you? And go to the
do.
gym.
My alarm goes off.
Investing in yourself.
I am.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you. How about
Gorgeous.
you?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm a bit croaky today because I've been a very busy lady. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. December nearly killed me.
It's February now.
I know.
I'm to January.
I did dry January.
Oh yeah, you did. I was
Yeah.
actually really proud of you. I did tell you that.
Thank you. Maybe it's moist January. Because I probably had maybe like 2 or 3 drinks during January.
I think that's acceptable.
And considering that I would normally have 2 or 3 drinks every night over every weekend, and I didn't have any hangovers in January, and I felt really good. Obviously, I got really shit faced on the 1st of February though. So
trouble with dry January, I think. So I don't ever do it because I think I would be too hard on myself if I messed up.
yeah,
So I just think if I don't commit to it, and I say I can, have a glass of wine here and there if I want.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't have a hangover in January either.
good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I felt super refreshed. Obviously, I've fucked all that since then, but I felt great.
I never felt better.
I never felt bad. Now I just feel terrible again.
Back to it.
Back to the grind.
It's now February.
It is.
So-
it is. We made it. We did it. Episode 1. What are we going to talk about today, Dick Day?
We are going to talk about being a working queen.
Yeah.
And sort of, the general politics of the scene, if you will, being
drag
a working
politics.
queen.
Yeah. It's
a hard
it's a minefield sometimes, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. You tell me, Dick Day, what your experience has been.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, this is where we're coming at this, okay? So we're both very different, obviously, in what we do and the way we perform and our working stuff.
Yeah, but I think that's why we work well together. I think it's like a beautiful melding of 2 different styles of
viewpoints.
drag and 2 viewpoints.
Yeah.
I think that was like the whole point of Party Bag was to take like the alternative scene and the cabaret scene and mix it together, because I think those 2 things can exist in beautiful harmony with each other.
Can.
Which is
Mix
what
us
we
together.
have.
What have you got? Bibbidi bobbidi bag.
Bibbidi bobbidi bag. Well done.
Thank you.
I like
thought of that on the spot.
Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
so go for it. Go for it. Dick.
So
Tell me.
my working life
Yeah.
as a drag entertainer.
She's serious today.
Well, I see it. I've had to go through a sort of
Self-reflection.
Self-reflection.
Yeah.
Take a
yeah.
look at yourself.
Take a look at yourself, would you, for Christ's sake?
Well, because I tried for a good 2 years to try and get on the cabaret scene.
Yeah.
And I know you have to stick at it. And I do still do those gigs sometimes. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not completely shut out of it. But I'm very aware that I'm not exactly what they're looking for. And I've accepted that. And I am fine with that. And in turn, I actually sort of am thankful that I realised it, because it pushed me to find my own avenues and do my own things.
Yeah.
And realise that my creative path is a little bit more about doing the shows that I'm doing and putting my all into them.
Yeah.
As opposed to, I don't want this to sound negative about obviously how hard you work, but working myself to the bone.
Yeah.
And sort of, that was never good for me, was it?
No.
No.
No. No,
I did
you
struggle.
don't have the constitution for a back-to-back show weekend, do you? No, and that's fine. That's all right.
Yeah,
that's
no,
okay.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
So now when I've got one show at the weekend, I will put my all into it and I'll thoroughly enjoy it.
I've had to peel you off the ceiling a few times, haven't I? When there's been like a really, really busy like brunch show, this, that,
Yeah.
and you're like, I'm gonna have a
Help.
meltdown. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Everyone hated me.
Yeah.
I get quite like that.
Yeah.
So,
you have to have a tough skin. You do.
and I've got a tough skin, but in
Yeah.
a different way.
You're a beautiful, delicate flower on the inside, Dick Day. You are.
I
That
might
needs
have.
looking after.
I do.
Yeah.
I just need to blossom into my own little world.
You're a little rosebud.
And I have.
Blossoming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's realizing that my confidence doesn't come with. Wait, there's a really good sentence here,
Has it
but
got
I just
cum in
need to
it?
think of it. My confidence doesn't come from the recognition from others. My confidence comes from the recognition of myself.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a beauty. Do you know what you should do? Put that on a poster.
Should I make a t-shirt?
With a
It's
little,
quite long, actually.
With a little
isn't it?
kitten like gripping onto the edge of a cliff or something like
With
that.
my face on the kitten.
With your face on the
That's
kitten,
kitten's face, yeah. It's a good job this is recorded because
Beautiful.
I have no idea what I said now.
I know, me
can't
neither. I
remember.
can't even remember now either. It was a beautiful moment though.
So yeah, I'm just sort of all the work I've put in over the years has led me to this style of drag and this point.
Yeah.
And I'm totally cool with that because I'm being myself.
Yeah.
And I think that's all I need to remember.
Yeah, and I think like watching your journey and stuff as well, like when we first started working together, I would always remember like you were like, "Oh, I don't talk into a microphone. Don't give me a microphone." And now I can't get the fucking thing out of your hand.
I know, but I'm sat here in front of one.
I know, but I think like you trying to do that part of drag, the cabaret scene, etc., and stuff like that. I think you learned so many new skills. You learned so many new bits of like performance styles. Gave you much more confidence.
Yeah,
which
I
is
learned
all fed
confidence.
into everything else that you're doing. Like
Yeah.
you have your rosebud has definitely blossomed since I met you, darling.
It's red.
It is. It's
red from
it's
hard
red
work.
red and moist.
But on the flip side of that, so you're
every job I've done, even if I'm really bad at it, I will just fucking go for it and do it, and it will consume my entire existence. But I never intended. I thought it was like a pipe dream. I thought it'd be nice to be doing drag full time.
here and there.
Here and there, yeah, here and there, and like, but then like it just fucking happened. It did, and I love working on the cabaret scene. I love it.
It is fun. Like I do enjoy also doing it.
Yeah,
I can see the appeal and the drive to want to carry on doing it and do it.
yeah,
for sure.
definitely. And this is the thing. It's like, you know, there are all these different pockets of drag, and there's the alternative drag, and there's kaka bam drag, you know what I mean? And there's campy singy foil background drag.
Yeah.
I'm watching you.
We're campy singy foam background.
Yeah,
drag.
phone background drag. And like I love all of it. I love all of it.
Fun.
Drag is fun. Drag is fun. I do think that there's a real divide between those communities, and I don't think there needs to be.
Yeah.
I really don't think there needs to be. And there is a lot of I think sometimes discrediting what other people do as performers. And because it's not what you do, people look at it and think, well, that's not art, or that's not hard.
Yeah.
You know,
It's not conceptual enough to be
yeah.
thought out and,
Yeah.
you know, what work have you done for it?
Yeah,
That kind of
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
viewpoint.
It's like I'm not pouring out my childhood trauma on stage and covering myself in blood and sticking staples up my ass. But you know, it's
But that's for 5 minutes. You do a full hour.
Yeah.
And you share stories and you
Exactly.
talk and entertain and get to know people. It's a different sort of show and entertainment.
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
It's art.
Yeah.
The art of standing in a room with 100 people and there's just you there with one microphone, and to be able to fill an entire hour and keep every single person in that room looking at you and having a
Engaged.
good time. It's it's an art form. It's really fucking hard. And like, I've had to learn that. I think you naturally have it or you don't.
Yeah.
It's not easy to learn it. You either have it and you develop it and refine it, or some people just aren't meant for it.
Yeah, and that's okay.
And that's fine. But then there's other avenues that you can go down. I think sometimes people discredit the cabaret scene because people think that it's just going to a pub, sticking on a wig, putting on a dress and singing a few songs.
Doing shots and then
falling out the door. Yeah, which, you know, it can be that as well. And obviously I think there are some people on the scene who, you know, could do with changing up their set lists and all that kind of stuff and keeping it more exciting and fresh. But like, I spent all of last year going to a vocal coach, refining your makeup skills, like, you know, all sorts of things, and working on your crowd interaction and stuff. It's hard fucking work.
Yeah.
It's hard work to stay booked and relevant. And I just think we need to just stop looking at each other's drag and
saying this isn't as good as
that's
this.
Not good.
Yeah.
No,
because you're entertaining a different audience that we're catering for.
Yeah.
But without them sort of, I'm not saying the cabaret scene is mainstream, but in our city, I would say that style of drag is definitely the mainstream.
Oh yeah.
So
but
therefore,
that's
like,
you are going out there and you've got to appeal to 100 people in a room. Do you know what I mean? So like sometimes you do have to kind of like sanitize yourself a little bit and like, but it's like reading your audience and it's about going, okay. Yeah. How can I make this fun for everybody? You know,
I've had to do that.
Yeah.
On my sets, I used to choose the most out there songs, and I would be entertaining like an audience, and I would sort of look at my set list and go, ooh, like they're not gonna get that. They're not
like,
gonna know that.
Ting tang.
They always get that.
They love that one.
They love that one. Yeah. But some of them I'd skip some of them because I'd know, well, they're not gonna like that because they're this sort of audience, and you have to be able to flip.
Yeah. And that's not selling out. It's not being a cop-out. It's not being commodified or anything. It's like, it's my job. It's how I pay my bills. I got to make sure that people want me to come back. Venues are going to book me again. And it means that, yes, I might not be out there in a song and covering myself in fake blood. I'm sorry about it. But, you know.
You can't do that for a full hour.
Can't do it for a full hour. No. You get cold anyway, wouldn't you?
You'll fall over.
Yeah. Just not sensible.
No one wants that.
But I love going and seeing that drag. I love seeing the alternative shows.
Yeah.
I love it all.
It was where I started.
Yeah.
Like that sort of...
That's what I wanted to do when I originally started doing drag. It's like, I remember my mum and stuff were like being going, why aren't you singing? Why aren't you singing? Because I love singing as well. But I was like, I don't want to do that. I love this style of drag. But it wasn't for me. I tried it out. And I've got a couple of good lip syncs out of it and stuff, but, you know.
But in the same breath, it doesn't need to be your style of drag, because this is why we also have Party Bag.
Yeah.
Because it encapsulates, like, just the alternative drag, but also...
Yeah.
And we bring alternative performers, kings, queens, everything, and we give them... not a mainstream platform, but a bigger platform for sure. And we celebrate that style of drag because... we love it. It's like I do it.
Yeah.
And therefore, we're making that wider audience our own community as well.
Yeah.
And so therefore, for people to discredit us and what we do actually holds no place because we're also part of that community.
Yeah. 100%.
So for you to hate on us is actually irrelevant to me. Like,
I love that. It's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant. It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time.
Don't come to our show. We won't book you. Yeah. You don't need to be there.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. We don't need you anyway.
Yeah. It's okay. Move on.
Move on.
Yeah. Stop talking about us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop talking about us. I almost had a Will Smith moment there. Get your name out of my mouth. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that we've created a beautiful space that actually,
it uplifts people,
and it brings like you were just saying, you know, any scene is not perfect. There's issues in every single scene. There really is. And there's issues in Brighton, there's issues in venues, there's issues in all sorts of places. And sometimes the politics are hard to navigate.
Well, it's the picking and choosing of it all.
Yeah.
To say, here's 5 people that all did the same thing or something very similar, but we're going to demonize you 3.
Yeah.
And you 2, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Keep coming.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
But why can't we have an adult discussion, find out the whole story, and then you can shut us out or you can carry on being
let's
fine.
Let's say it, because I can tell you're talking about a very specific moment, and you're talking about pride. I know you are. I'm going to say it. I'm opening up. Let's do it.
Pride was a very difficult situation for us. It was.
Yeah.
And people attack us for it. They still do. And we tried to explain our stance on it. But people wanted one answer, and it was their answer. And they wouldn't allow us to have what we needed to do, which was to do it.
Yeah, but we weren't allowed to have the discussions that we wanted to as well.
No, we were shut down.
And I think what you were saying before, which was since that has happened, there has been specific performers who did the same thing as us, who have still been welcomed back into that space.
Without question.
Without any question whatsoever. I just think it's very disingenuous, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they wanted someone to take down.
Yeah, I'm bored of it.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Kobe.
For the viewers at home. Why was Pride such a problem? What happened around Pride that divided the community?
It's a very loaded topic.
It is.
And it's quite hard to explain in the right way.
It's regarding sponsorship, etc. And the thing is, when we were in that situation, like, we both did a lot of soul searching and a lot of, like, our due diligence with the organisers of Pride, and we asked the right questions. We had meetings about whether we were going to carry on or whatever. And I felt that the people that we had worked with for the past 5 years, like, were going to do the right things, which they are. You know, the sponsorships are completely different this year, but the expectation was put on them to change things in too short a period of time. It wasn't that they didn't want to change it. It wasn't that they didn't want to drop sponsorships. They couldn't. They actually physically couldn't, because the whole infrastructure would have fallen apart. And you're talking about the biggest Pride in the country.
Yeah.
With a huge amount of contracts, money, all sorts of things put into it that would have been catastrophic for I think the community in a wider...
The city and the community,
the city and the, you know... So to put those expectations on that organisation to drop everything at the last minute was unfair. Whilst the issues around it were completely just and valid, it's just sometimes I think in these situations you have to be able to compromise, and you have to say, to make long-lasting change in organisations and with political issues like this, you do have to create space where conversation can happen and compromise can happen. And that's what we did, and that's why we felt confident in what we were doing and moving forward with that organisation to where we have done. And I know that this year is going to be a very, very different thing to what it was last year. And they have listened to everybody, and they have done the right things. And I think that we did the right thing.
For us, we did the right thing.
We employed, over Pride, like, I think between myself and you and Party Bag, I would say it was about 18 to 20 performers got work from me and you and Party Bag.
80, queer performers that need the finances to live.
Yeah, and people with marginalised voices, POC, non-binary, trans, like the lineup that we had over Pride was the most diversity that I'd ever seen in a lineup. And we hadn't even tried to book it that way. It just happened naturally because those are the people that we work with. And that's what we truly are about deep down inside. Whether people believe that right now or not, that's not my problem.
That's sort of up to them now.
I know who
Yeah.
I am and I know who you are.
Yeah.
And do their opinions not matter as well? The people that we employed, you know,
Yeah.
like clearly not.
No, they didn't want to. They didn't want to hear that
No.
either.
I just wish that we could get to a point now where let's just fix some bridges. Let's let's move on. Like we're still here. We're still doing stuff. You're still there doing your stuff. Let's come back together. I'd still be open to conversations with people if they wanted them. To be honest with you, I'd like to move on and forget about it, but I don't hold any animosity. Maybe a little bit.
I think I do. I do with some from how they treated others in the situation, but that is
not for now. Not for us.
Yeah.
I know certain performers who have been completely ousted from their community over Pride and working specifically with us.
for us. Yeah.
As well. And I know that, I know people who are massively suffering with their mental health because of it. And I think a community that sits there and preaches about acceptance and love and community and safe spaces is really, really, really missing a fucking trick, because you are abandoning people when they need you the most. And I think that kind of sucks.
Yeah. Says everything.
It says everything. Yeah. If you are about love and community and acceptance, then don't leave people behind, you know, when they need you the most.
Yeah.
We've had to pick up those pieces. Maybe get some heat.
We're going to get backlash
talking
for
about
sitting
it.
and talking about it, but
That's fine. Do you know what I would say? If you do have an issue with what we're saying today at all, what I would rather you did was actually try and sit down and have a face-to-face reasonable conversation, because do you know what? Nothing ever gets communicated well over DMs or Instagram stories or text messages.
screenshots with some nasty words on it.
Come and talk to me. I'm a nice person. You may not think I am, but I am. And if you want to have a conversation, I am open to it. Just, let's go for coffee. Let's do it.
Yeah. I'd say the same, but
You're busy.
yeah. I feel I have less patience with people at this point. I'm kind of don't need anyone else's acceptance on it anymore.
Yeah, that's fine. That's totally cool. I always like to. I want to create space for communication. I think that I'm a problem solver. I like to try and see if we can all move forward together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the kind of what I wanted to do in the first place. I get what I totally get what you're saying.
I feel like I'd like to think I'm that person, but at the same breath, I struggle with my own mental health. So having someone that I value as someone who doesn't like me for reasons that I did something for myself, then we're probably not meant to be friends, and that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, I'll come and have a coffee with you and have a chat about it, but I probably don't want to be your friend.
God.
Let's talk.
Anyway, this is our episode on getting cancelled again. It's not getting
It's been
cancelled.
criticised that we shouldn't have been posting about performing there, even though we were, and we should have been ashamed of ourselves. But I'm not ashamed of what we achieved. We opened for fucking S Club 7 on the stage, and call it what you like, social climbing or whatever. I don't think it's that. It was just that we put a lot of fucking work into our show.
Since when is success social climbing?
Success is something people get jealous of, I think, at the end of the day. And I'm not going to be embarrassed about the success that we've achieved, because we've worked very hard for it.
I need to not be worried about this as well. I need to be... We're saying it because we deserve to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I'm proud of us. And we put up with a lot of shit when we were at work.
We do. It's hard.
It is
With
hard.
big audience, you don't know what you're going to get.
It is hard. Well, I could tell you I've had a very, very interesting January at work, if you want to hear about it.
Okay, tell me some moist stories.
Some moist stories.
I'm going to have some fruit.
Oh, yeah, have some fruit. Oh, should we both have some fruit shoots? Hang on.
That's moist.
Let's do it together.
Oh, I've had it now.
Moist.
This episode is not sponsored by Fruit Shoot.
Oh,
We took the labels off. It's fine.
but we have said Fruit Shoot a lot. But it's not sponsored by Fruit Shoot.
No, this isn't even Fruit Shoot. This isn't off-brand.
Is it off-brand?
Yeah, I think so.
Shoot fruit.
I won't disclose the brand,
We are not sponsored by anybody.
especially not Fruit Shoot.
Yes. Well, we have to deal with all of that bullshit, but it's fucking hard being a drag performer. I was recently very traumatized at a gig. And I've not been able to get over it ever since. Would you like to hear what happened
I would
to
love
me?
to hear it because I've heard some stories.
Well, I was being a corporate sellout and doing a ladies' night
As you do.
in Uckfield.
I've been
Do
to
you know
Uckfield.
Uckfield?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been to a wedding in Uckfield.
Have you?
Yes.
What did you think of Uckfield while you were there, darling?
I've heard things, but where I was, it was very nice.
Was it nice?
Well, it was in I don't know, somewhere that you book out for a wedding, so it was lovely. Yeah,
I mean, Uckfield is all right. Like, I actually lived near there for a little bit. But,
yeah. I think Kerry Katona lives near there.
Kerry Katona lives near Uckfield. Fucking Kerry Katona. No, she doesn't.
She does. She does.
She does not.
I can't out where she lives, but it's near Uckfield.
So if you don't know what a ladies' night is, like it's a night for ladies, and it generally involves strippers. And I was hosting it and singing some songs, some campy, silly songs. And when you go to a ladies' night, you're not really supposed to touch the strippers unless they kind of guide you.
No, you're not supposed to.
No, because consent is sexy, right? Yeah. This gorgeous stripper that I worked with a few times called Dominic Black. He's lovely. Hi, Dominic.
Hey, Dominic, we know
Hey,
you
Dominic.
watch this.
Yeah, we know you watch our podcast. Gorgeous guy. And he got this girl up on the stage and he put her hands like behind her back. And she was sat on the chair.
On a chair.
Yeah, she's on the chair. He put her hands behind the back and he took his appendage out.
Oh, his appendage out.
Appendage. Can I say cock?
I think you can say cock.
Kobe, can I say cock?
You could say more than cock if you want. You could say
Ooh.
all sorts.
More than cock.
Oh.
Yeah.
Balls.
What's more than cock?
What's more than cock?
He got his
Balls.
cock out and it was fucking huge.
Right.
Like, it was literally the size of my arm, right? Oh, you just took a very deep breath then. Has it been a while?
No, it was more of a.
Was it the thought of the huge cock?
Yeah.
You had to gather yourself there. If you had pearls on you to clutch them then.
I had to clutch my back.
Clutching my bat. And he put his foot up on the chair, right? And he was kind of like grinding near her
Yeah.
head. Yeah, so there.
I'm imagining pony play.
Yeah. And there's his cock wanging near her face, right? I'm in a room of probably about 60 odd middle-aged women from Uckfield, right?
Ladies.
Yeah.
Ladies
They were shit-faced, but they were relatively sensible ladies. She deep-throated that. Like, it went straight in, all the way down to the balls, within like a millisecond, right? Before he even knew what was happening. The entire room, I heard this audible gasp from everybody. Like,
Well, yeah.
I mean, I would say, like, when I looked around, everyone had their mouths open, but nobody had
Not
their
as
mouths
big as
open as
her.
she
Yeah.
did. I am traumatized.
It's quite. I'm slightly speechless.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
You were speechless. I had a microphone. I didn't know what to do myself. I was like, oh dear God, what is happening? I mean, she went to town on it quite a bit as well. It was actually
I was
like,
going to say how many times.
she was.
Did he carry on gyrating or did he
He
stop?
stopped gyrating at that point.
Yeah.
He was equally just as shocked as the rest of us, to be honest with you. But she did
started to.
like that, like deep down ASMR for you there.
And if you are listening to the ASMR, you should probably tune into the YouTube.
Yeah, because you
just
will
to
see me
Ophelia's face doing that.
deep throating a pink furry microphone.
Whilst having eye contact with me.
Yeah, I know. Do you want me to do it again?
No,
It was
you.
quite intense eye contact, wasn't
My
it?
dress foot fell down.
Your See, I can make your
it's
dress fall off
working.
in two heaves of a big fat cock. Yeah, it was shocking. And the other day, no, literally yesterday, the other day.
Yesterday.
Oh, God, time's flying.
Did something else happen?
Yeah.
Jesus, another ladies' night.
It wasn't a ladies' night. I was in the wonderful Queen's Arms. I was having a beautiful show. I'd done 4 shows in one day, back to back. And
Climbing that social ladder.
Ladder, you know, hopping on. Getting that coin, selling my morals. Sorry. It was like the last days of Sodom in there, but I was having a great show. Like, everyone was snogging and stuff. It was all wild. Everyone was really enjoying the music. And this very cute young man, I was sat in the bar singing Creep by Radiohead, having a moment, you know, with the audience, having a beautiful moment. And this lovely young man, he put his head in my lap whilst I was singing, and he was looking up at me, and I was like, oh, he was like, you're right. He was quite drunk.
In your lap?
Like, just like laid his head in my lap. I was sat on the bar.
Right.
Yeah. Not like, he didn't like muff dive me or nothing.
That's what I was...
He's facing up to see me. He wasn't facing down my growler.
Like a kitten.
Like a little kitten in my lap.
A kitten near your growler.
Yeah, near my growler.
okay.
Yeah, near my pussy. Near my poos. And then suddenly he was laying on the floor, right? It's the Queen's Arms after like a weekend of everyone getting absolutely shit faced because it's pretty
There's
grimy.
always someone on the floor.
Yeah. The
And
floor was
dirty,
gross. Yeah. And he deep throated my high heel.
God, everyone's really
The
into
toe.
deep throating. 2025, deep throating is in.
Yeah, everyone has got oral fixation at the moment. I don't know what's going on. People are stuffing things in their mouths left, right and centre in gay bars. I don't know what's going on.
Someone had their foot in my mouth. No,
he put
the other
the
way.
entire end of the toe of my high heel, the sole and everything, right in his mouth.
The soul.
He put my soul in his mouth.
He deep throated my soul like no tomorrow.
Deep-throated my ASOS wide fit size 9's.
Now that's the title of the episode.
Did straight in there. I've been clacking around in them on the seafront everywhere.
Oh.
I was working on the seafront, by the way, not just clacking around down there every day in high heels. But they'd been everywhere. They had. He's going to catch something, that poor boy.
Well, if he's willing to do that, he's probably done worse.
He's probably dead now.
Oh.
God rest his soul.
Bless him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're really fun stories.
Yeah, but you said somebody put your foot in their mouth.
They did at the Queen's Arms as well.
At the Queen's Arms as well.
They said, I can't remember what happened.
Fucking
but he
foot
said,
fetishes down there.
it's like, can I put your foot in my mouth?
I was there.
Yeah, you were there. And I said, only if you pay me.
Yeah, he paid
and
you.
He gave me a tenner.
He gave you a tenner, and then
I was singing a song, and my foot went in his mouth.
He went on.
He did. My shoe came off though. He didn't.
Oh no, he undressed your foot and everything.
And he went. He had a little nibble.
He got his tenner's worth. I tell you.
Yeah.
This little piggy went to market.
10 toes, £10.
10 toes, £10. Oh, 10 toe Tessie over here. Yes, we
love it. Yeah,
that was
They should call it the Queen's Toes.
The Queen's Toes. If you're into feet, get yourself down to Queen's Arms. You'll find yourself a drag queen. They're willing to shove their foot in your mouth.
Always willing. For £10.
I didn't get £10 though.
You missed a trick.
I did miss a trick. It's not like me.
Don't do it for free.
Don't do it for free. No, look at you getting your tenner.
I know.
Getting that coin. Getting that toe money.
Climbing that social ladder.
Climbing that social toe money ladder.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, on that note, shall we see what our audience have been saying and thinking and maybe want to express?
Oh, yeah. We've got our new section. It's
do.
Party bag post bag.
It is.
Isn't that exciting?
There'll be a jingle.
There will be a jingle.
There might not. There probably
there
won't
is
be
a jingle.
There's not.
There is. There will be.
There might be.
So get in line and let's pop it.
I can hear Kobe laughing because he knows.
That's your. You just popped your iPad code into that, didn't you? No, don't say it out loud because everyone will steal Kobe's iPad.
Everyone wants Kobe's iPad.
Do you want to read it?
Shall I read it?
Yeah, you read
Okay.
it. Do you need your? Oh, have some more fruit shoot. Oh, sushi fruit.
My shoosh. Now, this has been emailed in, I presume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so should we tell them what this new section is about before you read it?
Yes.
You can send us in your questions, your...
Send your letters, confessions, questions, or shopping lists to bump@partybag.online.
Lovely. If you want your shopping list criticised by Dick Day, then just email in.
Send it in.
Send it in.
Even a picture of it if you can't be asked to rewrite it out. We'll take it.
Who have we got? Do we know who it's from?
Well,
It could
without
be
skipping
anonymous.
ahead,
It's
it's been
anonymous.
signed off as Mark.
Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, he sounds hot.
If he starts a blog, it should be called Mark My Words.
Love that.
It's good, isn't
That
it?
is good.
I wish my name was Mark now.
There you go,
but
Mark.
it's
You've
not.
already got the name for your new blog.
Yeah.
Is there?
Mark
Yeah.
My Words,
Mark My
trademark
Words.
by Dick Day. I'll have 2% of the royalties.
I own 2% of
I own
this
£10.
podcast.
£10 for every note, please. Okay,
Right.
the subject of this email.
Okay.
I accuse my crush of theft. Help!
Wow.
Dramatic pause because
I
there's 3 dots.
accused my crush of theft. Oh, this is juicy.
Should we guess what's going to happen? No, let's not guess.
Don't guess.
I like to guess.
You like to guess? Go on then. Will you guess? What do
Should
you
we
think this
say
spell?
like if I? It's a way to talk to your. I don't know. No, I don't.
No. Just read it. For fuck's sake.
Hey Queens. Hey Queens.
Hey.
I have a confession and I need your wisdom.
Okay.
And maybe an intervention.
Oh God, intervention.
Come to the wrong place if you're looking for wisdom, but we'll give it a go.
Yeah, wisdom. With Penny not so wise over here, remember?
I've got both my wisdom teeth though. Do you have 2?
I think you have 4.
Got 4 then.
Got all my wisdom.
I've got all of them. All 2 and the other 2. So, Valentine's is coming.
Okay.
And I'm crazy in love.
Okay.
Or at least crazy.
You are putting a lot into this. This is like what's that? Oh no, I can't
Drag
say
queen
it.
story time.
Yeah, not drag queen story time. Armchair thriller theatre or whatever it is. No, carry on.
What?
Just ignore
What are you
me.
on about?
No.
The armchair chiller
The
thriller.
armchair chiller thriller.
So, Valentine's is coming and I'm crazy in love. Or at least crazy.
Okay.
I work as security at Tesco Express. Okay.
Nice. Good.
I don't have a club card yet, but I might get one.
I want a
And
club card.
there's this ridiculously sexy guy who comes in regularly. He always says hi to me.
So hang on, where do they work? They work
Tesco Express.
Yeah, but
Security.
security.
So they're always on the
Ooh, hot.
door. So it's like
Nice.
blind date always when it opens.
Yeah, Mark, the security guard
Hi.
from Tesco's. I love that he's watching the podcast as well. That's kind of hot.
Hopefully not at work.
Yeah, don't watch it at
Supposed to be
work, Mark.
keeping us
You're
safe.
supposed to be stopping the shoplifters.
I accuse my a crush of theft.
Oh, no.
my God.
Now we
Okay.
see the segue.
Right.
Right.
There's this ridiculously sexy guy who comes in regularly. He always says hi to me, which obviously means he wants to marry me, right?
Yeah.
So I decided to shoot my shot. Fruit shoot. But instead of
Not
being
sponsored by
cute
Fruit Shoot, no.
and flirty
Yeah.
like a normal person, I panicked and accused him of stealing.
Oh, Mark.
Yes, full on, excuse me, sir, I need to check your bag and pockets. And as if love was hiding in there with a Tesco meal deal.
He checked his pocket.
Checked his pockets for a meal
Mark, I'm
deal.
not sure if you're allowed to do that.
Can I find that sausage roll?
Yeah. Is that a cheese and onion pasta in your pocket or you're just pleased to see me?
No, it's a Scotch egg. He was not thrilled.
No, I bet he fucking wasn't.
I mean, fair, he hadn't actually stolen anything. But on the plus side, I get to legally touch his sexy body without being a total creep. Mark,
well,
you're being a total
you're being
creep.
a total creep, I'm afraid. Mark, that's really fucked up. It's really fucked
Also,
up.
he smells divine.
What
So
did you
while
s-
you're touching him up, you're sniffing him like a dog.
Yeah. Mark,
Yeah.
I don't love that you're watching our podcast anymore. Nothing about this sounds sexy.
Not sexy yet, but I guess he's living out his own fantasies, isn't he? Now, I'm absolutely mortified.
Yeah.
Well, hindsight. I
You're
guess.
mortified. I'm traumatized.
How do I make this right? I think you
Quit your job.
How do I go from suspicious security guard to date-worthy legend.
I think that boat has sailed, Mark, to be honest with you. I don't think there's going to... I mean, you're pushing for legend, then, yeah, don't frisk someone for stealing sausage rolls.
I guess if you're going to frisk, at least, like, slap his ass when he... Oh, no, that's assault then, isn't it?
That's assault. What is happening here today?
I'm getting enthralled by the story and sort of turning into like a rom-com in my head. This isn't real anymore.
A rom-com? Are you sure not just like a fucking 3-minute Pornhub download?
Or like, what is it, like 24 hours in...
24 hours in A&E?
No, Cops. I don't know what it's called.
Mark,
anyway, we're not over.
What? There's more?
Yes.
Okay.
I know he's into guys because I've seen him pop into the boiler room next door.
Oh, this is the Tesco's over in Hove then.
Oh, is it? I don't know what boiler room
It's
is.
a sauna.
Oh.
Not that I know about that.
You knew that very quickly.
I knew it was next to Tesco's.
I obviously didn't because I
Actually,
couldn't
my
put a
friend
boiler
used to
room.
run it, the boiler room sauna. It's called
After
the boiler
this
room.
mess, am I doomed? Please help before I resort to fake shoplifting just to get his attention again. You can't frame him.
You can't keep arresting this poor man.
Desperately and
He's
not so
trying to get
secretly
this-
in love. Mark.
Yeah, Mark.
Mark my words. I think you should just go to the sauna and say, soz about that. The alarm went off, but it was just the person in front of you, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, but also, generally when people go to the sauna, they're not looking for a conversation.
Wear a mask. He might not even know it's you.
Yeah, well, just get yourself a bag for life, put it on your
Yeah.
head, cut some holes out, and then pop round to the sauna. It'd be fucking hot on your head.
Hello,
but at
my
least
name
you
is
won't-
Mark.
Hello, my name is Mark. I work at Tesco.
I don't work in Tesco's.
I don't work at Tesco.
Definitely not security
You've
guard.
never seen me before.
No. And if you approach him, don't say, what's your favourite thing to steal?
Yeah.
Or
What?
you could just, I don't know, shoot the other way and say, you've stole...
You stole.
Next time, say,
Okay.
I need to search your pockets again. You've stolen my heart.
God's
Ah! This is a rom-com.
It's you turned into a rom-com.
I've turned it
just
into a
seeing
novel.
some filthy porn thing.
Oh no, mine's very like
Yours is like
Heartstopper.
Bridget Jones.
Yeah, Bridget Jones. But Tesco and Hove.
Bridget Jones. Bridget Jones's bag for life, let me called it.
A bag for life. Yeah.
I mean, that is the title of a rom-com movie, isn't
Bag
it?
for
A
Life.
bag for life.
Do you
yeah.
think?
Yeah. You should write it.
I'm thinking it's more like,
Mark.
I
in
think
this.
it's a secret
Yeah.
name. Kobe, did we change the name?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
There we go then.
So if you do send stuff in to us, we will.
We'll keep it anonymous.
We'll
As
keep it
anonymous as outing your
Although,
job
Mark,
and location.
If you continue to do this, we might be calling the police.
Yes.
But my advice would basically is just pop into the sauna,
Yeah.
nosh him off, see what happens.
Say a one-liner.
Yeah.
Keep it rom-com.
Keep it rom-com.
That's what my advice is. So, if you want to be like Mark, not like Mark, if you want to write in like Mark,
Yeah, don't be like Mark. Just
be less Mark.
Be less Mark and send us some stuff.
Yeah.
Where can they do that, Dick?
So you can send your letters, confessions, questions, and don't forget also your shopping lists to bump@partybag.online. That's bump@partybag.online.
You did that so beautifully.
Thank
Dick.
you.
Well
I'm like a little
done.
robot sometimes.
You are, aren't you?
Yeah, I read it quite robotically.
You did.
But with gusto.
I think you added some beautiful character and depth
Thank
to it. Well
you.
done. Well
Mark
done.
my words.
Yeah, Mark, not Mark. Fucking Mark.
Mark my words. But
What?
I do have one more thing. Do you want to
What?
read out, actually?
Look at this, is getting so professional now.
Yes.
We received a 5-star review from Pip Tees.
Pip Tees.
Pip Tees.
Can't confirm if that has also been a changed name.
It might be a changed name. It might be a pseudonym.
Hmm.
You never know. Pip Tees says, if you're not listening to the extra bump, you're only getting half the story, and that is very true.
Very true.
It is very true.
Only hearing one side of the community.
Yeah.
Because we're the other side. We represent the whole other
The whole other side. No.
No, we don't.
No. But no, yeah, because obviously we've got people that come to Party Bag, the show.
Yeah.
And
You can tell we don't have many because that was apparently one of the best ones then.
so we would like, we want
more.
We want more audience. We want more
audience.
We want audience interaction.
So yeah, please do interact with us. You know, please do interact with us here.
Interactive art installation.
No, honestly, write in. We want to hear from people.
We do want to hear from people.
That was aggressive.
We're probably going to hear
Sorry.
from quite a lot of people after this episode.
True.
Though, yeah.
So, like, subscribe, get in line,
and let's bump it! Wow.
The end.
Fruit shoot.
We got the party bags for the party slags, so get in line and let's bump it.